Guys, Al 2 back at you today with my Kyosho Mad Crusher. Before I did my first running video, I wanted to go ahead and get this thing tuned. So I'm going to do the tuning and the running video. But the reason it's taking a while to do that is, I'm just going to pull this body off, show you. I did not like the stock air filter assembly which came on the Mad Crusher, and it was, it was mounted on here like this on top of the carb air intake, like so. You can see it's all enclosed. You got this cap that screws down. There's your air filter inside there, but this screws down tight with this screw, and really, in my opinion, restricts the airflow. So I didn't want to tune it and then change something and have to retune it again. So before I did a running video and tuning, now that the crusher's broken in, I decided I'm gonna change this. So there is no kit for the crusher. So what I did is I picked up a Losi, this is for their 8 T series buggies and truggies. I'm going to try to get this to fit on the crusher, and then I'm going to go ahead and fire this thing up and get it tuned up, and then do my first my running video with this thing, so in action. So let's get this out and see how it's going to fit up and if I can get it to work. Before I open this up, just in case you guys are looking to pick this kit up yourself, it's the Losi LOSA 9150 air filter set. Like, got 2 zip ties, not sure what that's for. There's the filter element. Comes with a housing. Well, some of this stuff is made for comes with a bracket, some type of bracket here, but that's for won't be needing that. Comes with this piece right here, which is much different than the Kyosho one. So I'm hoping to use the Kyosho one on the Losi. I don't know if it'll fit or not, but the Kyosho is just an elbow, where this is a elbow, and then it turns as well. I don't think I can get that to work. Then again, maybe I can. So that would fit on there like so. Probably can get that to work. That would fit on there like so. And then your filter would go on this end like this. It'd be better to put this on first. This would go on here, this piece. And then this would go on your carburetor air intake. And then this piece would thread into here like so. Not sure if that's going to work or not. Right above these gears. Now if I use the elbow, it should work just fine. I think I'll probably use the original elbow. Just going to go ahead and clean this old piece up. You can kind of see I don't know if you can see that or not. A little shiny there. They actually had some CA holding that on the plastic piece, so we're going to do the same on this one. I'll put a little CA on that to hold it on there, and then it'll go on here. So just to see how that fits up, let's take our element. There's already some oil on it, but not oiled up very evenly, as you can see, so we're going to go ahead and spread that oil out a little better. It does have an inner and an outer element. You really don't have to do the outer one, but they got it all over the outer one. You only need it on the inner one, so I might just wash this piece off. Let's work this in real good. You don't need it on this outer piece at all, so I actually have a motor saver, outer saver that I'm going to be putting over the filter element. Will stop any debris getting in there. Just going to try to get a little bit of this oil out with my towel here. This goes in here like that, and then your outer piece goes on the outside like so. This piece fits like that, and then there's a screw which holds that in. Alright, and there you have it. There's your filter assembly. Like I said, I'm going to put that on right here like so. Just going to take a bit of glue here. Put a little bit of glue on this end, and then put my elbow on. Glue is dried up, so we're gonna have to get a new bottle of glue. That bottle is dried up. Let's get rid of that. Just happen to have a new bottle. Got it, I believe. Oh yeah. Just gonna go ahead and put a little bit on here. And it'll wick its way down just like that. Get my elbow here and just put it on there. Like so. Alright, I'm just going to give that a couple minutes to dry. Good and dry now, so I'm going to go ahead. I picked up this Outerwear's pre-filter to protect the filter element, so I'm going to go ahead and this is part number 20-2291-01. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on, make sure it fits properly. Has a little hole for the filter As you can see, you just slide that over like so. That hole, this hole here, I don't know if you can see that or not, but that needs to be punched out so that this can go through it. So I guess trying to figure out the best way to punch that out. Maybe a body reamer. I'm gonna stick a body reamer up through there. Yeah, it's worked pretty good. I'll just stick a body reamer up through there till I get the diameter I want. You could probably take a pair of, cut that out with a X-Acto knife or, okay. This here tag, just going to go ahead and cut this off on the inside here. My handy dandy scissors get to right here. Just going to go ahead and cut this off. Make sure not to cut your outerwears. There she goes. Like perfect. Then you take these drawstrings. The handy dandy instruction paper right here comes with it. It's always nice to get instructions. So pull drawstring one side at a time until snug. Tie with an easily released knot such as above was shown. So we're going to do that. You can see that getting snug around there as I pull those drawstrings. These are elastic bands is what these are, and they just kind of hold, so I'm just going to tie a bow. Could be a lot of extra string, so there you go. There's your... Alright, got you zoomed in on the truck. You can see here is our carburetor air intake, and we're going to go ahead and just seat this right over top. Push it down over like so. Just real quick, guys, about these zip ties that come with it. Now I'm going to pull this off. You can, as you remembered, I glued my elbow onto this top piece, plastic, but these zip ties are made to go around. I don't know if you can see this. It's actually two edges on this rubber elbow, and your zip tie goes around like so. I don't know if you can see that there. Your zip tie goes around that. Slip this back on. Now this is made to pull that tight to keep this air filter from coming off. Now that's up to you whether you want to do it or not. I would recommend it if you're running in a really dirty environment. This comes off while you're running, especially if you're bashing. If you're doing a lot of jumps and stuff like that, guys, I would definitely, as snug as this feels, it doesn't take much of a hard hit to just pop this off. If this dirt or debris gets sucked down inside your engine, that's it. You're gonna ruin your engine. So I would highly suggest the zip ties. I'm going to go ahead and reposition this a little bit. one for each end, so I'm going to go ahead and just snug that up. Just go ahead and take your dikes or whatever and just snip that off. There you go, that baby ain't going nowhere. So real happy with how this came out. This should really help this truck breathe a lot better. If you guys are looking to put this kit on your Mad Crusher or Mad Cruiser, I believe came out before this one, looks like this is going to work out really good. I'll find out some more details when I go to tune this and run this for the first time, since it's finally broken in now. So we'll see how that works out, guys. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions or about the kit or anything like that, hit me up in the comments below and I'll answer them as best I can. I'll see you later.